Beautiful. Fantastic. Hi, Baiju. So after 3 hours of creativity meeting, coaching, and you meeting some of the stories that you have been holding on to for some time, how do you feel?
Okay, it has been fantastic, actually. I had this this roadblock with me that I will not be able to write, and it is difficult for me to write. And for me to start writing, I have to prep myself for a long time before I can do that. And I see myself having written that without any prep work, and you just say, write, and I start writing. So it has been amazing. And to hear from you that you write 100 poems in a day, or at least you plan to write 100 poems in a day, amazing. It's been a revelation. Uh, this started off being a creativity in coaching thing, to learn the tools and techniques which I could use in my coaching thing. But I guess I have learned a lot in terms of myself while we were going through this. Uh, One of the very interesting thing was, when I was looking out of the window and I was seeing all these things, and then you asked me, okay, so what did you hear? And I'm like stuck. I didn't hear a thing. I was only seeing. So it was amazing that there are parts of me which I did not know about. Pungi, you have been able to show it to me, some of my blind sides, and overall it has been fantastic. Uh, Thank you so much.
Mm. So what are your takeaways that you'd like to take away from this session, and maybe even share it with others, saying, as a coach, how is it beneficial for you?
So, in terms of takeaways, I guess it's been my desire and wish to do some creative writing. That I should be writing a story or a poem, or generally, create some content around coaching or other practices that I do. Uh, I have got some confidence there that you know if I just get some triggers and some starting points, I will be able to do it. I can start writing. There will be no judgment on the quality of the thing, but at least there will be some content. There will be some prose or poetry coming out, and for that I'm thankful. Uh, the other takeaway is, of course, that from that hearing thing that I said about,
Mm-hmm.
it is that I'm in a way focused on some things, but I'm not listening to the total. I'm not taking in all the cues and clues which are being given to me. Uh, so that is opening up quite a few things for me, in the sense that even in terms of the active listening that we do for coaching, uh, maybe I'm seeing some things, but I'm not seeing some things, not hearing some things. So that has been fantastic. There's one more thing which I realized was, out of the three poems that you mentioned, I was drawn towards two of them, and the third one, again, I did not hear that poem. I was listening to those words and they just passed. I couldn't connect to any of those words. So that's another blind spot that I have been able to get to, saying that some of these very abstract conceptual things, which I find it difficult to connect to life, is something which I may not be picking up. Some of those words are there. Those feelings or those things are there, and maybe I am not in touch with the inanimate, and that's another big opening for me that I can look out for. Regarding your question about what message can I give to other fellow coaches, I find that the insight that I have got here is that for our clients to open up, to become self-aware, we are giving them clues or openings or triggers from wherever where they might be comfortable. So whether it is words or pictures or poetry, we just give them enough starting points so that they can start, open up. And if we give them enough open spaces for them to reflect, the rasgulla will start flowing. So that's my take on the entire thing.
And like finally, in terms of using it with your clients, how easy or how comfortable is it for you to scale it or use it?
I guess it will be a little premature for me to comment on that because I have not used them. But intuitively, I feel that the process that I have gone through was pretty simple, as in, the way I have gone through with you, I think that it is not going to be difficult. But it is for me to practice and come back to you and say that, I have used this and this is how it worked and how I felt about it. But to begin with, I think it can be used. It is a useful tool which I look forward to using.
Amazing. So if you had to give this a rating on 10, 10 being the best, where would you rate this session?
I will rate it as 9.
Mm-hmm.
I'll leave around some space so that I hear some more poetry from you.
Oh yes, so yeah, I think that is always going to be possible. So poems, stories, nudges. For me, like working with this every time, it's a new experience, and every time I am in the moment, in the flow, and sharing some of the questions that come intuitively. So for me too, whenever I see, whenever I run this workshop, it's a treasure trove of insights and this thing. So thank you for, I think, enabling and giving me this opportunity to do this once again. And yeah, hopefully there will be more adventures with you and creativity in coaching. Thanks, Baiju.
Thanks, Mandy. Thank you so much.